Jason here. So I'm out on Big Trout Lake in Algonquin Park, and I wanted to show you one of the water filters that we brought along. This is a Sawyer Gravity Feed water filter, so it's a micro filter. Basically there's two bags and a filter in between connected with two hoses. So Sawyer's done a good job. They've color coordinated everything, so you basically have a dirty water bag and then also the dirty water hose or line that runs to the filter. The filter is the same color, right, gray, and then out on the other side, the clean side is blue, so the line's blue and your clean water is blue. As you can see on the dirty water bag, we have actually both bags have a cap, right? It's just a screw on, screw off cap, and the dirty side has a little sort of a handle that you can hold. So you can scoop up the water with just the handle. I found it a little bit slow going. Like works fine and you can do it, but especially when you have 4 people in your group, you want to get water to them quick. So we chose to use my baler bucket. So I actually use a milk jug as a baler bucket because of its shape. I find it scoops along the bottom of the canoe really well. So I fill this up and then we just pour the water in. Another thing that we're doing is when we're using the baler bucket, we let it sit for a little while, let some of the sediment sink down to the bottom, and then we just pour kind of slowly and the sediment stays in the bucket. And it just saves us from having to backflow the filter as often as we would have. As far as backflowing goes, we haven't quite worked out the ratio of how often we should be doing it. We're doing it about probably every 3 or 4 bags. And right now I think that's probably not quite enough. Filter hasn't plugged yet, but it's sometimes a little bit tricky just to get it to backflow and to get a good flow going through. But that would depend on how clean the water is that you're putting through. So totally manageable. Overall I think it's a really good filter. I was using another brand gravity filter before and had to replace the bag. It ended up getting a puncture in it, and then the filters I had to replace so frequently because just so much sediment in the water. So with this one, being able to backflow it, even though it's a little bit more work around camp, means I'm going to get more use out of the filter. And this type of bag, as well as the hoses, they seem like they're a lot more durable. So yeah, all up, pretty happy with it.